What's up, people? Welcome back to Invest with T-Claus. My name is Tevi, and this channel is dedicated to my investment journey, along with coverage on crypto, Tesla, Neo, Virgin Galactic, and ChargePoint. Come for the information, stay for the random clips. Now, this week, the overall market saw some positive gains, with the SP 500 actually hitting fresh new record highs. And though the 10-year bond yield rate also moved up higher to about 1.5%, the macro environment still remains favorable for quality growth stocks. Now, remember that the 10-year bond yield rate is expected to move higher towards 2% as the year goes on. But as long as we stay at a gradual pace, it should keep pressure on quality growth stocks to a minimum. Now, the most notable news from a macro level this week was the announcement that President Biden and a bipartisan group actually reached a deal for a $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. Now, this doesn't mean that this is signed into law just yet, and that we're going to get this like in the next week or so, but it does mark a major step forward for what could get signed into law as we approach fall. But with that said, enough with the macro stuff. What I really want to focus on today is the news around Virgin Galactic and what's going on with crypto. So for today's video, we'll cover just that and wrap up with the portfolio performance expressed in percentage gain or loss for the week. Reminder that I'll be taking a break from posting next week for the 4th of July. And the full transparency update will actually be posted the following week on Sunday, July 11th. Now, I would appreciate an early like on the video as it really helps the content be pushed out by the YouTube algorithm to a broader audience. And it does help the channel grow. So thank you in advance. Now get comfortable and let's get into it. So even though I've been invested in Virgin Galactic since summer of 2020, my first video wasn't posted until January of 2021, shortly after I actually started this channel. I covered at the time why it was one of the 4 cornerstone stocks in my portfolio, as well as why I believed that they had a bright future. And at the time, I made this prediction here. I expect that there might be some delays here and there. And so really what I'm shooting for and looking forward to is the first commercial flight by summertime of this year. So my expectation is that if the first commercial flight goes off without any troubles, we can easily see the stock price skyrocket past the $50 mark. Again, not financial advice, this is just my expectation, and I would not be surprised if we shot right past 50. One of the main benefits of documenting my investment journey on YouTube is that I can always go back and see how accurate my predictions were. Well, the big news this week for Virgin Galactic is that thanks to the data collected during their May 22nd test flight, they have now been granted their FAA commercial license, which means that they are officially cleared to fly paying customers to space. To say that the stock reacted positively would be an understatement. I mean, it gained a ridiculous 61.33% this week alone, with over 40% of those gains during the Friday trading session alone. So how much is that in dollars for my portfolio? Well, I'll let him tell you.
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
Don't mind Vegeta. He's just mad because he had paper hands and sold when the price dropped instead of buying more. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Alright, so it's great that the price prediction was on point and the price is actually sitting just over $58, but now what? Well, that's a great question, and the space race, as we know, is heating up. And it's no secret that if you're a billionaire with your own spaceship company, there is some bragging rights to being the first to make it to space. And we know that Elon is not leaving Earth in the near future. Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin is set to take flight on July 20th, but they have yet to receive their FAA license. So this puts Sir Richard Branson in pole position for that honor. Assuming that the rumors that he's trying to beat Jeff to space are true, I expect that we will formally receive a flight date sometimes in the next couple of weeks here. Whether or not the date announced is actually before July 20th and beats Jeff Bezos doesn't particularly matter if you're an investor or a trader. Having a date, however, means that the momentum in the stock price will be sustained near term. Now, with the stock price skyrocketing and going to the moon, it would be super easy to get a sense of FOMO and want to jump in and add a lot more. But that's simply not how I'm thinking about this. Now, this is not to be taken as financial advice, again, because I'm not a financial advisor, but this is how I'm thinking about Virgin right now. Now, if you remember, the all-time high or the previous all-time high was at 62.88. And since I've already doubled down during the last downtrend, I personally won't be adding more, as I said. I will be waiting for Virgin to pull back, stabilize, and then go through the next consolidation phase before potentially adding. Now, if I didn't already have a position, what I would likely do is go in with about half of what I want to allocate, which then takes away some of that edge off of the FOMO feeling that I would likely be feeling right now, and I can start benefiting from the momentum and that build as we're going up. Now, again, ultimately, we will pull back, and when that happens, I would just simply average down to bring down my cost. So bringing it all back together, the commercial license was granted 2 flights ahead of expectations. Sir Richard Branson could be going to space as early as next month, which would be 1 flight ahead of the expectations again. This sets us up nicely for several positive upcoming catalysts. No matter how you look at it, things are looking very bullish for the space tourism industry. Now, the Virgin Galactic FAA license is a major milestone for the company's ambitions and really removes the biggest gating item. Now, getting Branson to space is the next major catalyst, and delivering on that promise will take the stock to brand new heights, in my opinion. Now, I expect more details around reservations, flight prices, and how to gear up for commercial operations to take center stage during the next earning call sometime in August. The last item to mention here is that the highest price target of $50 was set with a buy rating by Michael Charmoli from Truist Financial, and that was about 3 months ago. And because all current price targets have been exceeded, I expect that we'll start seeing some re-rating on the back of the FAA license news. It'll be interesting to see where the valuations now lands in the eye of many analysts for Virgin Galactic as we move forward, and how close we get to my own long-term price target. All right, so let's switch gears and talk about crypto. Now, there's no shortage of reasons why the sentiment has been bearish around Bitcoin and by association the rest of the crypto world. So think the dev cross applying selling pressure, China forcing miners to relocate, and more recently, $4 billion in option contracts expiration for Bitcoin and Ethereum, just to name a few. So because of that, near term, we're going to continue to stay range bound, and my personal take on this sideway action is, well, frankly, I like it. And why am I so optimistic about this? Well, first and foremost, it's because we're discounted at least 50% on every project that I care about. And then 2, it's news like this. First off, we have Tesla and NIO, who recently attended a conference covering the use of blockchain technology for increased vehicle data security. Then we have the news that the Tanzania Central Bank is moving forward with prepping for Bitcoin and crypto adoption. Then you add to that the fact that Ethereum Next Protocol upgrade EIP 1559 is moving on schedule. So now testing is underway and going well so far this year. The next rolling deployments in the testnet environment will take place on June 30th and July 7th. Should everything go to plan, the upgrade will be rolled out to the main Ethereum net in late July. So super exciting. After that, we have Cardano, and they've kicked off their smart contract feature, and they're, again, on track to roll out by September sometime. Last but not least, we have Citibank, who launched its digital asset unit, and they're targeting to bring crypto exposure to their wealthiest client. Now, this is the 5th major bank that I can think of to launch this type of service, and this is after JP Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and Bank of America. The point is, institutional money is moving into the space, and use cases due to the benefits that blockchain technology provides are increasing, and country-level type adoption interest is also growing. So all bullish signals as far as I'm concerned. Last item worth mentioning here that I saw this week is that Jack Dorsey from Square, and Twitter for that matter, is organizing a conference to discuss how institutions can embrace Bitcoin. Now, Kathy Woods from ARK Invest will be one of the guest speakers. And now we found out, after some Twitter banter back and forth between him and Jack, we found out that Elon will actually be joining the conference next month on July 20th. I expect that many of the misconceptions and overblown narrative around Bitcoin being bad for the environment will be discussed during the conference. So when I put it all together, yes, near term, it's a little rocky, but I can't help but be optimistic about where this is all going long term. And for that reason, this period of, again, sideways trading activities is perfect, right? This is when you accumulate, again, not financial advice, this is when I accumulate and set myself up for success long term. All right, so getting into the portfolio weekly performance review by percentage gain or loss, you can see that I came into the week on a decline, closing Monday down 12.40%, then hitting rock bottom on Tuesday with a loss of 16.48% as the crypto sell-off intensified. Now, from there, it was a nice steady climb, starting with some good momentum from Tesla and a final major push from Virgin Galactic for an overall gain of 8% for the week. Now, we have some good catalysts coming our way for Tesla and NIO, with the Q2 delivery numbers likely being posted by next weekend. And I will add that as long as Bitcoin continues its recovery, we should see a positive shift in the sentiment around crypto in the next couple of months or so. But with that, that will do it for today's video. Hope that you found the content insightful, and if you did, please smash the like button and share with others if you feel so inclined. For my newcomers, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future content just like this as it drops. As a reminder, I will be skipping the typical Sunday video next weekend, but will continue to post any relevant article I see on Twitter as it catches my attention. With that said, thank you for watching, stay humble, hustle hard, and I'll see you back here on Sunday, July 11th. Goodbye now.